Hi guys, I'm Heinki. I'm going to show you today Deus Ex Mankind device. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, shout out to Feedback, making me laugh. Alright. Alright, so this is the start. This is the so-called prologue. So here it's kind of like a tutorial level where we're going to learn the basics of how the game works. So at the start, we choose our weapon. We can choose between lethal and non-lethal, and if we want a short-range weapon or a range weapon, basically. Not sure how it's called right now, but anyways. And the first trick is coming up. We're just going to play a bit of Tetris by stacking stuff on top of each other. Then Jensen is going to climb it up. And congratulations, you're out of bounds. So normally you're not supposed to be in this area at all. So I missed the cycle, but it's not too bad. So there's another trick coming up. But you're not supposed to climb up at this stage at all. However, if you stack up the items, you can just climb it up because Jensen can just, grab everything when it's in his range. And so we use that. So now we're going to jump on this, go in this corner, and whee! Learn how to fly. So as you can see, maybe if you know a bit of locations, this is Dubai. So the start is at Dubai, and how this trick works is the box or the container has a fixed animation frame. So every time you go in there, it's supposed to push physical objects away, so that it kind of gives that immersion. However, because we are the player, it can't just push us away, and our collider gets stuck inside of that box. And because of that, it just launches us up. If you know GTA 4 with a swing glitch, and if you park your car there, it's pretty much the same. The collider just stacks up on each other. The collision doesn't know what to do, and it just launches you up, because just the physics adds up with time. So here we just do a bit of hacking, then we go through this cutscene, and now if this works, we're going to jump on this railing and surf a bit. Whee! Alright, nice, it worked. So this skips a bit of like animations if I do it correctly, and that's where we use it as well. And now we are done. However, so this was the prologue, and now the real game starts. So what I'm going to do, because this is a marathon and this is not an any percent attempt, I'm going to skip the cutscene which will happen now. This is basically a 4-minute to 6-minute cutscene where nothing will happen. And because this is just boring and we will just be sitting here and hearing a lot of French, I'm just going to use a pre-save where we're just going to start in Jensen's apartment. But what happens story-wise, basically there's a bombing in the main station and Jensen gets attacked from it, so his augmentations get damaged and he needs to get them fixed. And that's why we start in his apartment. Also, Heinki, why do we play in French? The reason we play in French is the French version is faster compared to the English version by like 15 seconds. So the dialogues are just faster and we just can skip through them. Since most of the cutscenes or most of the dialogues we can rush through, but there are certain dialogues which you can't skip. And this helps us. Also the loading times are a bit awful, so don't mind that. Alright, so now we're in Jensen's apartment. We're going to, first of all, get a multi-tool from our save. Then we just go down here, crash the bin, because it looks fancy. This guy's getting spooked, but it doesn't matter, and then we just run past. Also, don't worry, the police always gets aggressive here. So I'm going to switch over to the stealth augmentation, which is what we're going to use as well. Because those guys want to talk with you, but if you're invisible, they don't know that you're there. And so their trigger doesn't activate, and also they would start shooting us. So I don't want to get shot, which is why we abuse this. Also, this guy has a shotgun, so hello there. Just do a bit of climbing, and then we just go sideways. Also, as I mentioned at the start, Jensen likes to grab objects and everything which is in his range. And that can be good, but bad at the same time. So the reason I will jump diagonally is basically to avoid the grabbing animation, because he likes to grab everything, so you have to be careful when Jensen is around. Because of that, if you go sideways, you gain a bit of height as well, since the grabbing animation won't trigger, and the game thinks you need to get that extra height for the grab. So that's a really nice thing. Also, this is like the menu. So if you guys played the original or Human Revolution, you should be familiar with the augmentation system. So they basically made it like for beginners and for advanced players of a series, so that you know. Well, also nice. I got the glitch where I make Jensen disappear. And basically now there's like an extra feature they added in Mankind Divided, the so-called experimental augmentations, which are just like an add-on to the already existing ones. It's a really cool thing. So what it adds is basically, or what we're going to use in the run, is basically the dash functionality, which is called Icarus Dash, and it allows us to teleport forward or to an object if we wanted to. And this is one of the augmentation which allows us to break the game, and we're going to abuse it quite often. So since this is like a pre-made cutscene, I can't do anything besides listen to this, and this is where the French version is much faster compared to the English version. So right now he's like explaining us, okay, if you get one of the experimental augmentations, it will make your character unstable. I don't know what it means. Anyways, so it makes your character unstable, and if you want to get back into the normal mode, you need to deactivate one of the current augmentations, but you can't use them later on in the game unless, spoiler, you make a mission where you get an item which allows you to get all the augmentations without any disadvantages. Alright. Also, this is Collar, but it doesn't matter, we only see him once. He explains us the tutorial, and then we don't never care about him anyways. Alright, so now we're going to get the Icarus Dash, we get the running augmentation, and we get batteries, because, you know, like, a powerful battery is always better than a low battery, and Jensen becomes a powerful battery now. Also, one thing you will realize, which you will see later on in the run, I will mostly use 4 dashes. The reason I use 4 dashes and then wait is basically how the Icarus Dash works. Even if you have it on the highest upgrade, it will always consume more energy the more often you use it, and it has a certain reset timer, so I need to wait until that reset timer goes back, and then I can do that. Alright, also one thing they added in the newer version is basically not interactive loading screens, but basically like loading screens where there are certain animations, and they always loop at the time. So there will be some funny loops you will see more often, but that is a bit more later in the run. And right now we got ourselves fixed, and now we need to get to the headquarters to figure out what happened with the bombing and who was the culprit. So yeah, if there are any donations or you want to read out information, you can go ahead. Okay. Also, I'm not sure if others heard it, but should be fine. Okay. I wanted to comment on that, but I'll leave it back. Alright, so this is like a big ass elevator where I can't do anything, and only later in the run we will skip it. But for now I can't do it because I'm missing some requirements to do this. So we just need to wait until we get to the bottom of the base. And then of course, what would be faster than taking the stairs is basically abusing the grab mechanic from Jensen. So instead of using stairs, which is too boring, we just grab everything. So first of all, we jump up here, grab this, grab that, jump over. Whoa, almost died. Still almost died. Alright, there you go. And then we just go through this air vent. Bam! Bam! Alright. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to implement a hacking device into our boss's conference capsule, where he's having right now a meeting, and now we need to go to our boss and talk with him. If you do it fast enough, you see a lot of broken animations in this game, since the keyframes are tied to the dialogue. But if you skip the dialogue, it basically just floats the character to its original position. So you just see him like do a moonwalk. because he's not supposed to be at the desk yet. So here we steal our boss's multi-tool because we need it for later. Then we try to jump on this little lamp because there is fall damage, as you have maybe seen before. And you can die in your own office because even though you have the best augmentations, you're the most superhuman character, but all falling from 1 meter, it is instant death. Oh well. And now we wait again to get up. I should have prepared some elevator music. Ricky? Feedback? Never mind. Go ahead.
Bob Page donated $10. Your donation to the Alzheimer's Foundation should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
Nice Deus Ex 1. Deus Ex 1 reference, by the way, for those who don't know. It's like literally one of the first cutscenes you see. So alright, now we go to the part where the bombing happened, basically the main station, which is the part we skipped, since nobody cares and we don't want to have 4 minutes of cutscenes. So basically, huge explosion, go to the place, find evidence, go back to headquarters. Alright, we're going to do that, and it's one of the shorter levels, if you do it correctly. So the thing is, like, you're not allowed to enter, even though you're like a special agent, and the police is someone you don't want to hurt, basically. But in the playthrough you can decide however you want to play it, and we're just going to rush through it. Also, we're skipping another dialogue. Normally this guy would talk with us, but if you dash through the trigger, the conversation is never going to happen. And that is good for us. Also, once again, jumping sideways because I don't want to climb that thing up, since it's slower. Then I take the evidence and we leave. Bam, that's it. So, get up. Whee. And bye-bye. Thanks to the dash, we can just literally avoid the damage and just go away. And let's go. Alright. So yeah, that was like the main station, which was bombed. And now we go back to the headquarters. So enjoy this loading screen with Jensen standing alone on the train. Alright. Oops. So once again, 4 dashes because fast. Okay. Oops, that was too early. So yeah, as you can maybe have seen now at the energy bar, because I did it too early before the timer reset it, it consumed more energy and I needed to wait even longer. So if I would have waited like 2 extra seconds, it would have been fine, but well, I was too greedy. But it's okay. And also, normally we would run this game with a load remover, because as you have maybe seen, the loading times can vary very often. So sometimes it can like take a very short moment and it's loaded, and other times it will take like 20 seconds if you're unlucky. Really depends on what hardware you have even. Also, I'm going to try to show once again broken animation, so let's see if that works. Whoop. So this is my psychologist. Since you're supposed to do like a test to see if you're able to work as an agent, she's like going to ask you, and then she just warps there. So if your psychologist can do that, be wary. Don't trust. And now with that done, we're going to go to a broken limb clinic to get some further information. Also, this guy wants to talk with us. He gives us an extra mission in the game, saying like, oh no, people hacked our system. And we just say, we don't care. And now we wait in the elevator again. Alright. Don't worry, just doing random stuff. Alright. So once again, 4 dashes. Then we wait. And also in comparison with the other Deus Ex games, this game has the least codes ever. So you have only 4 codes you're going to... Oops, wrong one. You have only 4 codes you put in this game. And after that, you're done. You never need to hack anything else. Like compared to Deus Ex 1 or Human Revolution, you have like at least 9 codes you need to remember and more passwords. But in this one, it's very convenient. You only need 4 and the rest you can just skip. Oops. So once again. So, and also with this, we're going to get to Golem City, which is like one of the more interesting parts of the run. Since we are going to abuse one of the glitches. And for some it might be very familiar. But you will see soon, so, alright. This is our new pilot. So, I don't know what happened with Malik, to be honest. I need to check the lore. But I think she survived. But I might be wrong. But either way, we get this new pilot. So in this case, we just have a new dude. Alright, so now we drop here. We get the dash augmentation on level 2. It allows us to control now the dash, so we can just charge it and look at a certain location if we want to use it there. Like, if I hold the button, I can just use it and look up and grab something, because as I said, Jensen loves to grab stuff, so this is like, whoops, yeah, like this. It's very convenient. Also now we just break into prison, and we get the ghost bonus, like they didn't even saw that we entered. Best police officers ever. And now we have to go through this laser wall, and because we dash through, we hit the alarm, but the police doesn't know that it was us, so they just run around now and try to figure out who it was. Also, once again, it's faster to climb than using the stairs, so we're just going to do that again. And here we're going to jump on this whale statue and grab the corner and go here. Alright, so say hi to the end boss. This is Viktor Marchenkov. Bad Russian guy. Need to kill. Has no eye. But for now, he's just saying like, hey, don't interfere with us, or he's not giving any hints. And we don't really care right now. So for now, we just say hi to him and leave. So once again, do a bit of climbing action, break into the elevator, and then use the elevator. So here's a bit of an interesting part happening. Normally there's a cutscene trigger happening once we go around the corner. But if you aggro the AI before, the cutscene will never play, and it allows us to skip it. Also, it's easier to grab this fence here instead of like this, instead of destroying the lock and going through the door, because going through the door is like so 2000s, you know, and having super ultra augmentations is much more worth it. All right. Now we just need to try and avoid as much damage as possible. Like, in worst case, I can just use an augmentation and refill it, so it's not too bad. But I will just try to do it without, because, well, it takes time to go into the menu. Also, well, should I not? Yeah, this is too risky. So I'm just going to get the health augmentation. It allows me to have full health again. Yeah, that was a good decision. Otherwise, the turret would have killed me. And now we're going to take a bucket with us. Because not only in Half-Life is a bucket your friend, but in Mankind Divided as well. Damn. And now we just wait to go up. Because right now I can't jump, since we're locked, alright? And normally this is a moment where we would have a conversation, but we're completely skipping the conversation by using a bucket. So how this works is, we stack the bucket inside of Jensen, and then we go out of bounds. Ta-da! And now we can just climb up here. So normally you have this conversation with him, and it takes like 3 to 4 minutes, but nah, I don't feel like doing it. And because of that, we can just skip it and jump on top of the roofs. The cool thing about it is, this entire scene we see right now is completely modeled, but you will never see it unless you do the speedrun. And also we're Air Jesus. since you can walk on air. So what I'm going to do now is, where is the cutscene to end the level, and we're just going to fly into it, and boom, done. Bye-bye, see you next time, boss. Also, suddenly the guards are there, and they're the worst shooters as well. They're like stormtrooper aim. It's just lovely. He jumps there, and they can't hit him. Boss comes in like, you suck, stop. And then they look each other dramatically in the eye. Boom. Alright. Now with this section done, we're going back to Prague. So one thing I really like about this game is that they focused on one big area, which is Prague. And it has like 3 different states, depending on which mission you are. And now it's like on the second transition, so if you didn't do any missions in the first part, then they're gone. You can't do them anymore, and sometimes they follow up on each other. But also new missions happen. Also, don't mind me, I'm just taking the trash out, so that's fine. And once again, we're just teleporting around a bit. Whoops. So first of all, we are supposed to go to our boss's apartment and steal his credit card. And also we'd steal this homeless guy's alcohol, because we're evil. And also we're augmented, so he can't do anything anyways. And now we're like, yeah, playing a Splinter Cell game, breaking into his apartment, punching this bag, and suddenly a secret door opens, stealing even his sniper rifle. And the sniper rifle is very important for a certain trick, which you will see soon. But for now, we just need to leave the apartment and run a bit. Also, once again, jumping sideways because it's faster. And I don't want to grab the thing. And now we are preparing for the trick. Putting the garbage bin there. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Sure. Alright, good. Now I go into the menu and do... Excuse me. Okay. And set up the weapons. And now there's the follow-up trick. So how this works is you go and cover, turn around, look through the wall, congratulations, now you can dash through the wall. Bam. And this is the trick which allows us to sequence break certain areas quite a bit. So this is the longest elevator we had to take before. What we're going to do now, or what we're trying to do is, we're going to push the button, dash into thin air, and if everything worked, we're going to be on the second level and just... Nope. Okay, we soft locked. Damn it. Okay, I have to do it again. And then we will be on the top floor and we can just enter into the next room. So how this works is, the trigger to load the lower level is the button. So it doesn't matter where you press the button, but as long as you press the button, the next area will be rendered and starts to get collision. So we drop down before it gets rendered, and while the collision starts happening, we just dash forward. And if everything works, which I can't tell right now... Ah, damn it. Okay, it didn't work again. We went inside the wall again. We will be on the second floor or the first floor, and it just allows us to skip the entire elevator scene. And once we go back, the elevator will be there. So, as I mentioned before, normally we use a load remover. So, it doesn't matter how often you try this, because it will be always faster. Also, I can't see where I am. Okay, I'm on the second level, bam. Exactly like this. So now I just can immediately go into the room. If you get to the first try, this is amazing. It saves a ton of time, like around 10 to 15 seconds. And now we go to the favorite part, which every Deus Ex player loved, the breach mode. So this is like the story-based introduction to Breach, where you do a lot of hacking and you're supposed to do like puzzle games. But, well, I'm going to show you how to do this puzzle for real. So first of all, this is like the introduction, very straightforward. And now you will have 3 different rooms where you do these puzzles, where you're not allowed to be seen, so you can enter those things. So this is very hard. So you take a cube first, put it there, jump on it, come on, jump up, and activate it, boom. Okay, this was the first puzzle, very, very hard. Then you do the second puzzle. So you need to do a puzzle here to get up there, or you just grab this thing and just go up here, no problem. So why do puzzles if you can just break the game. Then you do a bit of stacking again. Whoa, whoa, no! Oh, rescued, nice. You put the box here, alright. Climb up. And once again, you can just grab it, and thanks to this, you just skip another complete puzzle. Jump over here, because, well, this is faster. Do this puzzle here. Well, it's not really a puzzle, it's just an easy way to enter it. And now, jump over here. And once again, abuse the mechanic of jumping and pressing quickly E. Oh, come on. Alright, there you go. And this is how you solve puzzles in this game. Very, very hard. Because of that, you don't need to do all the puzzle section, but even if you do it, it saves 2 minutes in comparison to the glitchless route. So it's pretty good and pretty nice. There's another trick you can, in theory, do, but it's very hard. It's called object hovering. So if you put the object underneath you and you just grab it and let it go, you can stack your jump. And with that, you can just start flying. But it's very inconsistent and it doesn't work every time. So it's just much easier to do it this way. Also, whoop. Once again, she can float towards you. Spooky. Also, please put the multi-tool away. Alright. Go for it.
Balkis Power 230 donated $5. Old men running the world. A new age.
A new age. All those quotes. Go for it, go for it.
Anonymous donated $5. Heinki, pick one. Malik or Vega?
Malik. Easy. Don't have to think twice. This is not the sniper rifle. Okay. Alright, boom. Oh my god, explosion! Ah, panic! So, the reason we stole this alcohol is because this guy saw what happened. And normally you can do either a side mission, hack some tools, or give this homeless guy the alcohol and he tells you where to go for the next part. So it's the fastest for the speedrun, and so we do this. Now we need to go to the red light district. So, okay, I'll go look at the ground. I don't want to get banned, right? Oh no. Alright. Okay, so we go here. Now we need to talk with this guy. Alright, we don't want to talk with him, so we just skip it. And now we leave. Do it.
Track Day donated $5.
Oh,
Good luck on the run, Heinki, and don't forget that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Nice quote. This is from Deus Ex 1. Remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown. Also, the best key is your machine gun, so you don't need to worry. And also, there's normally a trick I would do here, but since I don't think I'm fast enough, I'm just going for the casual. Well, for the safest strat, it's a bit slower, but it's okay. So normally, if you're fast enough, you can go into this area and start the conversation before the game soft locks, but we just do it normally. It's not a big deal. And now once again, alright, take this box, hide behind it, look through the wall, dash. Whee! Right, turn around. Come on, grab it. Jensen, I know you want to grab it. Come on, there you go. Go up here. And now we need to escape. The escape trigger is here, bam. So we just hit it, and we go into the subway. So story-wise, come on. Woo! Sorry. He doesn't want it to dash. Come on, dash in. Okay, thank you. So story-wise, you're supposed to run away now. And if you're out of this, because like some robots get activated, since it was kind of like a trap, it allows you to trigger the next missions. If you don't hit that, you can't progress, or you would need to go back there. And now this is like where you can do one of the bigger decisions in the gameplay. You can either decide to go for the bank heist, where you find the antidote to heal people who get poisoned later on, Or you find the bomb maker and figure out how to disable all the bombs, which will kill all the civilians. So in our case, the fastest way is to do the bank heist, because if you use the mission with a bomb maker, it will have like a conversation, and conversations are slow, and we don't want to have a conversation in this case. Also, we're the best guy when it comes to breaking into a bank. These guys never think that there's anything wrong. If a guy pulls out his gun, jumps on top of things, and just shoots a random window, you know, that's totally fine. They don't mind. Like, it's okay. No problem. And also, we just hack the thing in the office and then just leave. Bye. Also, the reason I dash here is I don't have the Icarus landing system. So if I wouldn't dash while I'm almost at the ground, I would die from the fall damage, as you have seen almost at the end, at the start of the run. And I don't want that to happen, so we better dash. Also, once again, the stealth augmentation is overpowered. Not only does it allow us to go through triggers, it allows us to go through lasers as well. So the lasers will not track us at all. And this entire thing is just a joke. We can just run through it. Put the card here and we're done. Also now, because we decided to do the bank heist, we can't do the bomb maker heist anymore, bomb maker mission anymore. There is a trick by going out of bounds where you can do both missions. It is done in the all missions route of this game, but normally you're not supposed to be able to do this. And what you do is, like, you go out of bounds, don't hit the trigger to start this mission, and then you go to the next mission and do it, and then it hits the trigger, but the game doesn't really checks again if you did it or not. So it will just give you both mission as, okay, done, which is not supposed to be happening. And now we leave. So once again, dashing, invisibility, pretty OP. Now the guards are fine with us being in their hidden basement, and we can just dash through the laser and leave. So if you look at the minimap, you can even see that they're not hostile. Until now. But they don't know that we were the guy who dashed through, so we can just leave. Bye. Alright. And now we just run. Once again, normally when I do attempts, as we use the load remover, we would do a save and load, so once we reload it, our dash ability is already filled up again. So we can just go maximum speed from the start. Alright. And now we need to wait again. Also, those guys are fighting. Also, having augmentations but can't sprint forever. Bad decision. Okay, blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Alright. And now we go to the secret base in Switzerland, which is Garm. So it is one of the bigger levels, which is pretty cool since you can find different things and tasks. And if you play it casually, you can find the kill switch for the end boss. So if you really don't want to beat the boss normally, all you can do is find his kill switch, activate it, and he dies. So no boss fight at all. Since in Human Revolution, a lot of people were complaining that the boss fights suck because if you played it stealthily, there's no point. Makes sense. I played it stealthily too, and then I was pretty much screwed by the first boss. So it's literally just a normal NPC in this case. Also, once again, plot armor. We get poisoned, but because Adam Jensen is the chosen one, we're not dying from the poison. Go for it.
Janice Reed donated $10. Well done, Heinki. Mr. Mandley says you're handling yourself nicely.
Thank you. Also, all the Deus Ex codes. Alright, so once again, I destroy the fan. And also, once again, why use keys if you can use grenades? And this section I need to be a bit careful. If I get too much damage, I need to heal myself. I would like to try not to do that, because it's slow. But we have to see. And once again, I don't want to dash or panic button presses. It's fine. Where's my inventory? Okay. Use. Alright. This was the slowest way I ever done this, but it's okay. Otherwise I would have been dead now. Also, once again, just dash over everyone, and we leave. So normally, as said, this is one of the bigger levels, and you can find a lot of things like this kill switch, you can find a lot of armor, you can find some further information if you hack into the PCs. But we don't care, we don't need that. So this section is very short. Also, maybe this is a bug or a mistake by the developers, but normally the ready button is always on the left, or on the right side, but for some reason they put it here on the left side. They did it on purpose so that the speedrunner who is going for muscle memory does it wrongly and loses time. I figured it all out. But anyways, now we're done with Garm, we go back to Prague. And once again, now in Prague, there is complete chaos happening. The police is going to shoot everyone, even the civilians. And so if you go out of the street, they start shooting you. So you need to be now even more careful. So either you can just go guns blazing and have all the explosives set up for them, or you just play it stealthily. Or, third version, you just go out of bounds. And that's what we're going to do. So once again, we need to go to our hideout. And as I explained before, if you... What was that? Alright. As long as you can go in cover, you can look through walls. And we're going to use that. Oh, it's too far. Okay. Okay. Once again. There you go. Come on, come on. Dash. Jensen, please. Hello. Okay, there you go. Dash through here. And it's very convenient that there's this object in the middle of the air, so we can just jump here and go around this level and go inbounds once again. Normally there's a cutscene happening if I go through the door, and because of this I can as well skip it. Also, I'm just going to take it safe here. Normally I would do a dash and then turn invisible, but I don't want to risk it, so we're just going to take it normally. And like as before, we're going to skip this elevator by going through this area. So now it's very convenient since we set up everything and we just need to do the same trick again. And Jensen doesn't want to grab the roof, so now I have to reload. But it's okay, it's okay. We'll be fine. So if there are any donations, you can read them out right now.
Balkis Power 55 donated $10. This donation should be online within 6 months. It is currently undergoing preparations and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress within 6 months.
Oh god. Oh, the memes of the Deus Ex quotes are pretty good. Also, I think I softlocked again. 1 millimeter to the left. Come on, game, please. Alright, need to do this again. These quotes, pretty good. 11 out of 10. Would read again. Alright. So once again. Huh? Huh? Okay. No? Yes? No? Yes? Where am I? Nope. I became one with a wall. That's not supposed to happen. Here. Ah. Is it 1 mil? Are you serious? I'm on the right floor, but I became the floor now. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that should work. Or nope. Oh, it worked. Okay, okay. Whew. I didn't become the floor. Hooray. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So now we have a quick talk with our boss. Perfect. And now we can leave. So now everyone is panicking because they can't leave this hidden base. And we just leave again. So now we're going to get the Icarus landing. We're becoming strong because we want to be a powerlifter. And also we learn how to hack turrets. All of it is required to do certain tricks, which will happen soonish. But for now, we just... Yeah, we didn't need this... No, we need the gun first. The combat rifle. And then later on we need the sniper rifle. Once again, we need to go to the red light district, because all the bad guys were hiding there. Yeah. and we need to figure out why, or basically get further information. So we're just going to go there. Also, once again, now we don't care that the police sees us. We did our initial thing, so they're going to shoot us, but that's okay. We just need to avoid them. And since we know already that they have Stormtrooper AI, whoa, but okay, never mind. We don't have Stormtrooper AI. Okay. Well done, game. Well done. You didn't disappoint me at all. Alright, we just need to take the elevator again. I don't even know if I have my augmentations now, but we will find out. Ah, glorious. Okay, we have. Okay. I don't know where the music is coming from, but nice. Really? What? Okay. What? There was not even an error message or anything, it just said nope. Alright. Luckily we have a quick save. But oh, game. Glorious. Alright. It's fine, it's fine. We'll be okay. We're almost at the end anyway, so we didn't miss much. All we need to do now is get to the red light district. Maybe because of terms of service, they don't want me to get there. I really don't know. Alright. Let's load again. Luckily, I did a quick save before I go through the door. This game. You complain that they have Stormtrooper AI, they kill you. You quick save, the game crashed. Like. All right. Again, why are you grabbing that thing? Oh, well. Okay, once again, Stormtrooper AI. There you go. Look, now they didn't even hit me once. And before they just killed me. Like, dude, what the heck? Alright, I need to save some energy, so I don't want to have a cooldown. Otherwise, the turret is fatal, so I don't want that to happen. Also, I'm trying to show a little bit of a funny trick. Oh, it didn't work at all. Oh well. So I took a lot of damage, but it should be fine. Should be fine, right? Yeah, okay, should be fine. So now we need to hear a certain conversation, and because of the dash we hit the trigger. Now this is the reason we take the strength augmentation, because we like container. Now we put it here. Once again, look through the wall. Become one with the wall. What? Excuse me? Game, please. Dash. Dash, dash, dash. Wee. And now we're... What? Alright, I just fell through the floor. Good job. Good job, me. I guess I was not fast enough, or I was too slow and the collider was not loading yet. But it's not too far, so it's fine. Oh, this game. Alright. Alright, go over. Once again. Dash through everything, grab the thing. Come on, come on. Okay. So the problem is, normally I could quick save in theory, but in this case I can't, since I'm in a hostile area. And what we did, basically, normally you can, you have to drop down and then take like a huge part up again. But that is slow. So what we do is like we go out of bounds, dash in bounds, and grab the thing. Also enjoy this animation, like he likes his new arm. Go for it.
NSF leader donated $5. Terra built into the optimal run path. Terra built into the softlock happy tricks. That's Terra.
Thanks. Alright, so now we need to go to our own apartment because Alex is waiting there. And we're going to do that, so there's literally nothing happening besides that we dash a lot. And also they shoot their own car. So now we play Mechanical Spider-Man, since it's faster than taking stairs. Alright. Go into our own apartment. Blah 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 blah. Good. And now we leave. Once again, take this. Alright. And we go back to the substation. Also, once again, we need to... Oh, can't fit there. Go through the train station. And we're going for the last location, which is going to be London. Run, 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 run. Okay. Once again, enjoy this loading. Arm. Heinki flex. Weird flex, yeah. Look at this. Look at his new shoes. Look at this. Oh, okay, back. Look at this arm. Come on, give me the arm. Yes. Oh, Shoes. Oh, no shoes. Okay, done. Ass, what? Alright. So now we go through here. Okay, remember the cutscene I told you we skip? So it will trigger now because the trigger to start this cutscene or this animation is the door. But what? The skip didn't work. Alright, we have a cutscene. This is not supposed to happen. Normally you go into the trigger, you go backwards, and then you enter through the door. Because of that, the game thinks like, alright, you're on the right track, and you can just skip this. But for some reason it didn't work. It's not too bad, but I just need to dash again here. Oh, lovely. But as said, it's not too big of a deal. Alright, get me out of here. Let's go to London. Okay, last stage. Woo. So if there are donations, you can read them out. Oh. Alright. So this is like the guy we are supposed to protect. And also I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is scripted, what's going to happen now, but it looks always so weird, because all the guards go to the right, but there's this guy going to the left suddenly, like what? It's like, I'm going this way, alright. Once again, where's our box? And why do the level normally if you can just skip everything? Nice. So we go into cover, look through this. Nice glitch, alright. A glitch in a glitch. Okay, once again, when you go in this corner, don't worry, we're just going to fly a bit through this area out of bounds. Now we're going to the boss immediately, because why do the level normally if you can just go to the end boss before he spawns? So this is like literally what we do with Barrett, but even better because we're going to overlap some cutscenes and funny effects will happen. But first of all, we need to use the multi-tool to hack this super secure computer, which takes a while. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the turret, which is supposed to kill us, to literally kill the boss. So first of all, we're going to go here. So the boss didn't spawn yet, but he will spawn there. Okay, quick save. Yeah, that should be fine. And now, watch. So if I did everything correctly, you will see that the turret is shooting at an invisible boss while we have a cutscene playing. And it is even better, because if everything works, while he's talking, he will die. Alright, let's see. Will it happen? Make yourself ready for time as well. Okay, time. But wait, this is even better. So the boss is dead, but because the game is still playing the other cutscene, it will overlap. And it's getting better. Okay, we should see it in a second. Alright, now he goes out. And now he stands up like, I'm taking you down. And we're like, okay, you're done. And now it's still continuing, that is the best thing. And now the weird thing happens. Two cutscenes overlap each other. You have the voice from the boss fight while the cutscene will play. And now the game will soft lock once we wait. So you even hear the shooting in the background as well. And now, hey, now we do the boss fight, but we can't move. Like, I can't do anything. So yeah, anyways, this was Mankind Divided. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it from me. Bye.